pretty late right now. It's like 8 o'clock at night. And I thought, whoa. Yeah, so I thought, what a perfect time to finish one of my workout videos that I filmed like probably 4 or 5 days ago. I don't know, whatever, don't judge me. Okay, so I have to get all this on my computer so I can have some organization here. Yeah, before I get into this, like, something that's really been on my mind a lot lately, just like what working out means to me and everything, it's a pretty big part of my life. And the one thing that I would love to do is if I could become part of something meaningful that is like revolved around fitness and just like, you know, inspiring other people. That's like kind of the dream for me, just because like I really started realizing like how much I do like this. Like obviously like I knew that I liked it, you know, for years now, but like up until recently, like that's when I really started to think about like, well, what if I can kind of turn this into something like more meaningful and, you know, help other people. Yeah, that's just something that I've really been thinking about, because I've said it on here before that I want to do something meaningful and just be a part of something meaningful and just be looking at the bigger picture of things. That's definitely one thing that I think would be pretty awesome, is to be able to incorporate fitness and just doing something a bit more meaningful and just being around similar minded people who enjoy like fitness and working out and inspiring others as much as I do. So yeah, that's something I've been really thinking about lately, and it would just be really awesome to get a chance to work with, you know, like-minded people who like also have this kind of vision that I have. So, but yeah, so we'll get right into it. Again, like this was a quick workout. I didn't really film everything. I filmed most of it. I think that the only thing I didn't film was the warm-up set, and then I did, I think, like 2 sets of just dumbbell curls, and that was it for this workout. First off, I went into the pull-down machine. Now you'll notice immediately this is the other gym that I go to, because I go to 2. This one's a bit more rugged. I do like going here a bit more. So just because it's like it's a lot of older equipment. Personally, I think that the equipment there is just much better, especially for like, you know, strength gains and just building muscle in general. So I do really like these machines. First workout I did was the lat pull down. I think that I started out, I mean, my warm-up set was just a plate on each side, but then for like the first real set, I went to a plate and 10 on each side. Again, I wasn't really counting my reps, I don't think. Just kind of going to a failure. Yeah, the second set I did was a plate and a 25 on each side. Now, if you notice in my workouts too, like I'll do a decent amount of reps, but at the same time, like if you'll notice, I do a lot of time under tension. Now, what that is, if you're not familiar with the term, is like, say when I'm doing the lat pull downs, when I get to the bottom, I'll really hold it, and then I'll do a really slow negative as I go up, just to really like stretch the muscle out and just really put a lot of strain on the muscle and just really like work it a lot. That's one thing that I've been doing for a long time now, and I really enjoy it. I mean, yeah, like it doesn't hurt to just do regular reps and sets, but to incorporate these, I think, is just going that little bit extra. So you'll notice that I do these a lot in basically all my workouts. And that's just because like they work very well for me. So I highly encourage you guys to try them if you haven't. Basically incorporate into any workout. Like usually what I'll do, like say I'm doing bench press or something, I'll start out at, you know, start at the bottom and just full power up and then just slow negatives. So yeah, it's just something that I really like doing, just because I feel like it really puts that extra emphasis on the workout. So I really do recommend you guys trying it out if you haven't already. And then after that, I went over to this rowing machine. Started out nice and easy, just a plate on each side, not too heavy, just kind of really like stretching it out and just like keeping that time under tension. Yeah, and then the second set I went to a plate and a 10 on each side. Same thing, you know, just nice and easy reps. And then the third set, I took the 10 pounds off each side and I just went back to a plate. And for that one, I just kind of like rep it out usually. Yeah, that's one thing that I really like doing with rows, and like whenever I'm working my back specifically, like usually I don't really go that heavy. I just kind of, I'll pick like a moderate weight. My back is something where I always really use time under tension. I always use that principle. Like that's where I've seen the best results, is just working out that way. For like anytime I'm doing a back exercise, if I incorporate like the time under tension, then that's when I see the best results. So usually like whenever I'm doing a back exercise, it's typically always going to look the same, you know, not like crazy heavy weight. I don't really like to push a lot of weight, but obviously like sometimes, you know, you kind of have to like push yourself, and you really do. But that's just one thing I was never really crazy about. I don't know, I just never really cared for like pushing a lot of weight. I think right after the rows I did some dumbbell curls. And then after the dumbbell curls, I went over to, this is a new thing I started doing because I couldn't do it at the gym. I couldn't do it at Planet Fitness, but these guys have it here. So I was able to do this, and I really like it because it's an incredible workout for your back. I do highly recommend it, but with this, you really got to be careful because you're in a pretty vulnerable position, and you know, especially when you start going heavier on this, like you don't want to be like messing around, and you don't want to do anything wrong because you could seriously hurt yourself. You know, definitely if you're going to try this, start out with a light weight, just get the form down, and then, you know, gradually move up from there once you start getting a bit more comfortable. I think I only did like 3 sets of this. I don't think I recorded the third one though. I just went back to, I think, a plate. First set, I started out with just 1 plate. And I just kind of did as many reps as I could. And then the second set, I put 2 plates on. And that was a decent amount of weight. I mean, especially for like this exercise, and by that time I was feeling pretty good. So yeah, 2 plates was fine for that. And I think right after that, I took that second plate off and I just went back to 1 and just did as many reps as I could for a 3rd set, and then I was out of there. So it was a relatively quick workout. Whenever I'm filming workout videos for you guys, I don't know if I want to like film a really long workout, just because I feel like that could be a bit boring, just because like sometimes I could easily be in there for over an hour, and I just feel like trying to get that much footage and everything, like it would just be a lot. So I just give you guys like, you know, some of the main things that I do. That's kind of my thought process when I like make these workout videos, is like I don't want them to be too long and too boring. So that's kind of why these are a little bit shorter. Again, like I was saying before, like this final exercise I did, it's ridiculous. It is like one of the best back exercises I've ever done, mainly because you're stabilizing with your lower back. So that's one thing, like I said, you got to be careful with. But you know, you're working your lower back a little bit just because you're stabilizing, your core is engaged. Especially like once you get to the bottom and like you have all that weight hanging, it's like it is such a good stretch for your back, so you could really feel the muscle like stretching. And then once you get it all the way up, you could really feel it contract too. So you really get a nice chance to squeeze at the top. So it's definitely a pretty great exercise, and I do highly recommend doing these if you've never done them before, and if you're able to. You know, if you go to Planet Fitness, they don't have like actual barbells there. If you do have regular barbells, then I do highly recommend doing these if you haven't. But yeah, that was my workout. I might do a couple more of these, I'm not sure yet. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to comment down below. You know, I'd love to help some of you guys out. Try some of these out if you haven't already. Let me know what you guys think of them. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.